just going to continue our full read we were doing earlier. How to improve your personality through reading. We're on chapter 2. We're going to reread that part of a speech from the president. This was 1938. If everyone could learn how to read books properly and how to use them as effective tools for daily living, the faculties of colleges could easily go out of existence without any loss to society. From a speech by the president of Mount Holyoke College, as reported in the Philadelphia Public Ledger, 14th of May, 1938. The president of the college, yes. We are seldom honest about ourselves. In many ways, we are like the men of whom Honecker observed, he was an inveterate illusionist in all that concerned himself. Inveterate, put that on the crossword. Inveterate, I-N-V-E-T-E. Yeah, we're doing V's and I's. R-I-A-T-E. Oh, I-N-V-E-T-E-R-A-T-E. I spelt it wrong. Inveterate. He was an inveterate illusionist in all that concerned himself. Even with himself, he was not always sincere. Whatever happens, it seems imperative to us that we stand well in our own esteem. The quarrelsome man is, as often as not, merely attempting to demonstrate himself to a world which does not pay enough attention to him. Tragedy, murder, and the heats of life are all climaxes in the cult of the I, which is truly the cult of the dead. Like flies shut in a bottle, our thoughts habitually live upon each other. We date all things from ourselves. We are our own pole stars. We make our own longitude and latitude. For me, the sun rises, I say to myself. The suave beauty, are you watching the Tarzan? It's so cute, isn't it? So far, I really like it. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. I really like it. I can't wait to finish it. For me, the sun rises, I say to myself. The suave beauty of light speaks to my eyes alone. People, events, wars, plagues take their importance from the part they play in my life. We sometimes even mistake our souls for the soul of the universe. Doubtless, this inwardness, this I-ness, has always been a strong base of existence. It was powerful in Greece and went to mad lengths in Rome. You are your own universe. You have your own solar system, planetary alignment, like the chakras. Yeah, sure. We sometimes even mistake our souls for the soul of the universe. So it's good to pay attention to your universe and what it's doing. Right, not to go by what another universe, whether that's others or a plant, the whole universe itself, planet Earth. Yeah, sure. Sun, moon, link. That makes a lot of sense. That wasn't a yeah, sure, whatever. You're not making sense. No, that makes total sense. I know what you mean by that. Good, thank you. a lot of sense, actually. I like that. Thank you for sharing that. Doubtless, this inwardness, this I-ness, has always been a strong base of existence. It was powerful in Greece and went to mad lengths in Rome. But in modern times, too, it has exaggerated itself out of all wise proportion. It has become a curse and an impediment to growth and eventual knowledge. The columnists, artists, and Hollywood celebrities do nothing but talk about themselves. All right, yeah, I see that. But you still respond to the other universes that you're aware of. Sure, so if another universe, like your son or anyone close to you, right, someone you're at a meeting with, could be anywhere. If they get upset about something in their universe, sometimes that might affect you too. Could be the words they say. You might just feel sad because they're sad. And depending on who's sad, it's amazing. Yeah, depending, sometimes someone might say, good, they deserve it to be sad. Let them sulk in their sorrows. Right, and someone else you might affect you a different way. So there's two universes. Plus there's still the whole, right, are you getting rained on? You might need to run and take cover. Yeah, I totally get what you mean by that. I really like that. Thank you. It has become a curse and an impediment to growth and eventual knowledge. Oh, and now you're going like into the blame thing. So if somebody else does something, are you going to blame them for ruining your day or making you feel sad? Or give them praise for making you laugh and giving you a happy feeling? Is that all you? Think how you respond to that, how it makes you feel. Do you put that upon someone else and either give them credit or blame? That's totally fine, I guess, right? Right, and you can take it to the next level. They made me feel horrible and they're going to pay. How dare they talk to me that way? Oh, they made me feel so good, I'm going to give them a bonus. Here's an extra tip, you know. You were really good, thank you for your service. Best waitress I ever had. You're getting an extra 20. Yeah, it's kind of rambly, but makes sense to me. I like that kind of conversation. Thank you. The columnists, artists, and Hollywood celebrities do nothing but talk about themselves. Authors, actors, and artists continually pose with the most exaggerated gestures and attitudes in order to attract the wildest possible attention. In that song, the pose he does. I love that. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how it keeps from going under. It's the best. I love that song. It's so funny. It's a double hyperbole, yeah. On the other hand, no, you're the problem. Oh my goodness. In order to attract the wildest possible attention, they dress oddly, take refuge like Oscar Wilde. In the cult of the lily or the orchid, they paint with the canvas on the floor, wear the hair long and their trousers short, and imitate the idiot school in their casual designs and careless studies. An opera star today need only have a voice of a minimum of techniques. An exaggerated bow tie is enough to arouse the ecstatic squeals of the bobby soxers. Compound word, bobby soxers. The hats of one famous movie critic are more important than anything she says, and an actress who let her hair fall down over an eye became more noted for that than for the dramatic shades which could be detected in her acting. Hitler wrote with a capital I, "The living ruler of Russia is deified in history, music, drama, on the radio, and in the newspapers with nauseating insistence. His handlebar mustaches are ubiquitous has the sky that bends over us. People may not know their ABCs or how to use their own language, but they all know the gremlin in the Kremlin, because he stands out as the great modern sign of the exaltation of the I and the cult of death. Seldom today do we find a man as humble as Baudelaire, who cries out." Take a sip of tea. "Ah, God, give me the strength and the courage to look at my heart and body without disgust. The saints, the men, and the women who did only good for humanity knew the importance of thinking of others and forgetting themselves. They set their faces against the cult of the I, which had made the Greek world a place without unity. The cult of the I eventually shattered both Greek and Roman civilizations, the latter of which had gone to blasphemous lengths to advertise its weakness through the elevation of weak or evil men to the stature of the gods. To shut yourself up in yourself is to pull in all the walls of the universe, to blind your eyes, hobble your thinking and your speaking. It is to ignore facts, shackle your mind and your ideas. It will eventually take all the joy out of life. You will be forced ultimately to produce all the thrills of life from your own body, to change your husbands or wives as you would your hats, to resort to crude Afro-American music in neon-lighted snuggeries, in bars, in half-lighted movies, and in radio programs designed for the minds of children 12 years old or younger. Compared with this exaggerated exaltation of the I, it is like looking at something green and restful to examine the life of Shakespeare. He is unquestionably the finest writer and thinker our English civilization has produced. What do you find in his life? Scarcely enough to write a biography. He didn't have time to attitudinize and pose. He was too busy living to trifle with life. He was observing, setting down, and elaborating that remarkable gallery of portraits, which are the best that have come down to us from any literature, ancient or modern. He very well may have been doing those things maybe in his own time or private. That's just an opinion of what they saw of him, sure. Makes sense. Shakespeare had no time to exalt himself. He let others do that. When it came time to write history, the rooters among the documents found but a few of his signatures, the most meager factual details of his existence, and a great body of legends which had to be panned for the gold of truth. In addition to the cult of the I, which walls us in from experience and greatness, and makes us avoid reading, is the further fact that people hate to be told the truth about themselves. They would much rather stay as they are than take the effort to be something else, which, with Macbeth, they say to themselves, in effect, "Gee, these glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see things thou dost not. Gee, these glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see things thou dost not, and totally oblivious to what's right in front of them. Yeah. The inertia, a hesitation to set the self in motion or to bring it fully awake, is one of the prime causes which prevent most men and women from reading and improving their personalities. And those men, there are thousands of them, who vary the breakfast, business, beer garden bed, treadmill by reading endless successions of adventure tales and detective yarns and pipe dreams of exotic action, because they help to pass the time. They too are keel fast, grounded on the bar between an overripe adolescence and an underdeveloped maturity. They are like mathematicians who spend their skill counting sheep to put themselves to sleep. You're welcome. We'll pause there on page 25. Yes, I'm making a yummy pasta soup. You know what I did? It's actually a really good combo. I'll show you the one I used. Hold on. Alright, so we put some of this tomato sauce. We had a canned one and that had high fructose. This one has real sugar, so we went with this one. $1.14 on sale. We got it on the back of those sale ones at Walmart. Tomato puree, water paste from vine ripened tomatoes. Water tomato paste from vine ripened tomatoes. Sugar, distilled vinegar, less than 2%, dehydrated onions, spices, natural flavors. Distributed by Red Gold LLC, P.O. Box, Elwood, Indiana. Alright, Elwood. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Oh, Brianna's home style. This stuff's really good. I know it seems weird, the tomato sauce mixed with this. I'm telling you, it's really good. You add some poultry seasoning and it's like you're eating chicken parm without the chicken. It's really quite good. This is from Texas. Breham, Texas, USA. New American Creamy Balsamic is a creamy balsamic vinaigrette made with flavorful ingredients including U.S. Grade A honey, balsamic vinegar of Modena, Dijon mustard, garlic, and cracked black pepper. It is a delicious blend of signature culinary flavors. So good. Gluten-free, no HFCS, no MSG, vegetarian, small batch since 1982. Brianna's fine salad dressings grew out of a desire to create superior tasting salad dressings. This homemade approach starts with using the finest high quality ingredients and blending each dressing recipe exclusively in small batches. Dress your salad in good taste. This stuff is awesome. Really good. You're welcome. Thank you. Yes, hopefully. Alright, thank you. Yeah, just let us know. Alright. Any questions, comments, concerns? Yeah, we're here.